title, I'll be teaching you some tips and tricks for Dandy's World. Yes, I do play Dandy's World, so don't be so surprised. And yes, I am in roleplay if you don't know, but I still have a lot of toons. So, okay, before we get into this video, please like and subscribe and share this with a friend if you really enjoy this video. So, let's get into it. So, if you are a starter, don't worry. I will teach you how to be exactly like a pro for everything. First of all, you would like to start off with some toons, so at least try to grind. And you see, I have a lot of toons because I experience and you know how to play. So I'll be teaching you some tips and tricks. So first off, you would like to join their free trinket. It's really helpful. So at least you have a trinket because like here it increases the attack cooldown of any twisted that attacks the user by 3 seconds, earned by joining the Blush Crunch Studio Roblox group. So yeah, now this is just overall for what you should do. And yeah, for me, if you are rich, I think you should honestly start buying this pack. The 375 pack. For now, I don't have Robux, so I can't do that. So, now I'm going to be teaching you the second part, or second chapter. Solo run, and how to grind fast by solo runs by yourself. So now we are in Dandy's World here. I'm going to be going into a solo run because, like, again, I would like to show you how to go into a solo run. But before we get into it, I would like to show you the best toons and the worst toons for solo runs. Before you get started, it's very important to choose the ones. If you are Teaach, try to save up for something else because Teaach is the one that helps others. So try to start with other people first before you get into alone. And once you get like 1,000 anchor, you should be able to get something just 1,000. Example here, which one is free? God. Okay. So here an example. For toons, for me, I had to get like around, I think, 6 more toons for this Cosmo. Honestly, if you have Finn, try to take Finn first. Finn is really good. I am not joking. Finn is really good. His speed is amazing. If someone completes it, you get a speed, which is also really good in the runs when you are in a group or without a distractor. That's a really good one. So now, most importantly, you should be able to have good ones. Teagan matters a lot. If you are really bad at outrunning like all the characters, then please do not get Teagan. If you do, at least try to get the very fast trinkets, because she will always get targeted. I have experience, and V was targeting me the most. All of the other Twisteds will like target you if you do not know how to outrun with Teagan. So that is a really bad character if you do not know how to play. So honestly, here in my opinion, you should get the ones that help you most. If you are on a solo run, do not get the ones that help others. If you help others, you should be able to get Cosmo like that, or Sprout, the ones that help other characters. Especially with the distractor, if you are really bad at outrunning them, you should like get one that actually helps the distractor, and like so you can keep up and then you see other characters or Twisteds. So yeah, okay. Now on to the solo runs. So this is a pretty long chapter, honestly. So I'm gonna get in here. I'm gonna pause the video real quick because like I don't want to waste time again. But yeah. So yeah. After this, I'm gonna be talking about the description, also very important. So please stay tuned so I could really discuss with you. So okay, just to get a little around the elevator, here's a shop area. Even numbers, you will be able to vote. Odd numbers are the one you have to buy from the shop. Here is a TV where you can see your status, or you could just click T. It's much easier. So, okay. And so you spawn on the first floor. You have to make sure, if you are a noob, you at least should get the poppy trinket. It is really good for outrunning. And if you are really bad at outrunning here in Brittany, something like that, I don't even know myself. So in this character, she is able to run fast. I doubled the speed because she has very low stealth, and basically I will be talking about that in the next chapter. But in here, chapter 3, I'm going to be talking about how to do solo runs. So, okay, try to pick as much items as you can, but do not fill it up. Listen here, this is very important. Do not fill it up. The maximum is 2. If you ever get a vote to ever get a free item slot, they are mostly good. Trust me, I get bandages most of the times, sometimes rarely medkits. So you should be able to save that, especially in bandages. When Dandy sells items, if he has a good one, you have a slot. And then, but if you fill it up all the time, then it's gonna have no slot, and then thus you're gonna have to rush like, oh my god, which one do I use? And you know, it gets harder. Okay, now skill check. Skill check is also very important. If you are really bad like Cosmo for the skill check, I do not recommend doing this at all. I just only recommend hiding and like picking up stuff. That's what I recommend. If you are good though, at least try, because you can actually get inker rather than just like sitting down and nothing and just getting stuff. So yeah, make sure to always get a lookout on the items area. You always want to like try to look around. Like if you do not look around, then yeah, you're not really gonna get anything much. So yeah, that creeps me out. They look like beans, but like, okay, for the sake of the video, try to pick up as much tapes as you can. You can also get, okay, now I have a thing on my run. You're gonna want to try to run, but not as much as you want. Listen, if you sprint all the time, you're not gonna have enough. Just as when they get close, try to run away as like fast as possible if you can, because it's not easy. We're literally in there. Okay. You always want to try to get the capsules. That's how you earn the trinkets. If you do not, then yeah, you're doomed. You're literally absolutely doomed. You should get them. So then you are able to earn up trinkets and get them, and you can be better at the game. Like literally, the point of Danny's World is just to get the tools basically and just have fun and enjoy the floors. Especially getting other stuff too, which is really fun. That's what I really like about Danny's World. You kind of have to like earn it rather than just do it. Okay, try to outrun them most of the time like this. Try not to go into like a spot like this. It will be very hard for you. Okay, now here we're gonna be talking about chapter 4. So if you do not know, actually, you see, when you are in the sight of the Twisteds, they have a cone, basically from where they can see to where they cannot see. Like you saw, I was outrunning them with this area thing, this big huge relay. The reason why they put this here is actually, okay, a little bit of coding stuff here, but they coded the Twisteds for them to have a cone sight, okay? So if you hide in here, they're not gonna be able to see you, and like they're not gonna be interested, and they're just gonna like run away. So like yeah. So that's basically about the Twisteds. You should know a lot about them. Like as an example, Sprout, he takes away 2 hearts. You also have to be very careful with the Twisteds and his like thing I guess you could say. His leaf inker thing. He also can attack with that, but only costs 1 heart. My opinion, just hide as much as you can. Okay, so yeah, that's really about the Twisteds. Also, one more thing, you should like go to high floors. Only rare like main Twisteds are only gonna be spawning on 5 and up. Mostly Dandy is probably gonna be on like 8 or 9. If not, then probably higher, I guess. Because my friend met Dandy at 8 and 9. I never really met Shelly, Astro, and Dandy. That's the only ones I met from that. But the rest I definitely meant because like I know how to play rather than just like sitting around doing nothing. Okay, so as you see here, chapter 4, we're going to chapter 4, yes. So yeah. You should be able to be familiar with the map. If you are not familiar with the map, it's going to be very tough. So at least try to look around a little bit. Like try to get into like your sensation about like how you know everything. Like, oh, okay. So here it is. Here is the map that I hate the most and confuses me the most. Is that these two are exactly the same. If you split them in half, they're going to be symmetrical. And it's really tough. Ew, ejection button. It's going to be really, 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 really hard in order if you do not know the map, especially in blackouts. That's the worst. If you were in a blackout, you see, if you were in a blackout, you have to be really careful if you do not know the map. You can sometimes get cornered by Twisted and thus they kill you, especially if it's a main toon. They can take away 2 hearts, which is going to be really hard if you have a lot of main toons on the save. Also, so since this is a floor chapter, I'm going to also be talking about the floors. The floors matter. The more floors, the more there's going to be the inker stuff, and the more there's going to be caps. Well, there's more going to be twisteds in here. So yeah. Like I said, they're going to be spawning on here. See, this is what I mean. Okay, now next part, we're going to be talking about the description. Enough of this, I'm going to be talking about the description. So yeah, and make sure to stay tuned because I'm planning to play with my brother soon. Okay, now let's start.